Hello, my name is Pushpanandan. In this video, I will read and explain the second Hindu editorial of 14th April 2026. Okay. The editorial is about the election which has happened in Hungary. First, I will read the editorial, then I will explain. Okay. The editorial in my phone, I will read from here. Hungary for change on Viktor Orban's ouster. Peter Magyar's win may reverse hard right domestic and foreign policies. The voters' verdict in Hungary that ousted Viktor Orban, Hungary's Christian nationalist, populist, and hard-right prime minister with a record 20 years in power from 1998 to 2002 and from 2010 to 2026, and 4 previous consecutive electoral wins, is unambiguous. According to the latest result, opposition leader Peter Magyar's Tiza party has won about 138 seats to Mr. Orban's Fidesz party and 55. The massive two-thirds majority in the Hungarian parliament is enough to help Mr. Magyars overturn many of the Orban-era shift on education and health, judicial independence, and the controversial NER or National Cooperation System that the opposition said had led to an economic downturn, widespread corruption, and crony capitalism, as well as an anti-European Union stance. Mr. Magyar, who was a Fidesz party leader until just 2 years ago, when he quit the ruling party in protest of its policy and set up his own political movement, is unlikely to reverse Mr. Orban's anti-immigration policies, however. Ahead of the polls, Viktor Orban was endorsed by 3 powerful leaders as seen as aggressors in recent conflict. US President Donald Trump, who even sent Vice President J.D. Vance to address a public rally with Mr. Orban in Budapest last week. Russian President Vladimir Putin and Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, whom Mr. Orban supported univocally. Hungary actually quit the International Criminal Court after it issued a warrant against the Israeli Prime Minister for war crimes. It remains to be seen whether post-Orban Hungary turns its course on the war in Iran, Ukraine, or Gaza. Most significantly for the world that saw the rise of many populist leaders through elections in 2010s, Hungary's election verdict denotes the voter worldwide may be tiring of the hard right, anti-pluralistic, anti-immigrant, and xenophobic rhetoric they favored. Similar outcomes have been seen in elections in Canada, Australia, the Netherlands, the UK, and Poland. Such trend also provide a check to authoritarian single-party rule that a whole range of leaders have tried to implement using illiberal policies, potentially politically motivated cases against opposition, the denigration of democratic institutions, and clampdown on free speech. Mr. Magyar has his work cut out if he aims to reverse these policies in Hungary. The real test of the democratic leader is not just winning election, but in pursuing inclusive policies, representational of the entire population, and providing accountability for their action long after forming the government. Okay. So let me explain the content of the editorial. Here they are speaking about the prime minister election which happened in Hungary. In that, the previous president has been ousted. Ousted means he has been sent out of the office by Peter Magyar, who has won the election. The people of Hungary voted in such a way that the Peter Magyar has won, his party has won 138 seats, and the previous prime minister has won, his party has won only 55 seats. And it is said that the presently elected prime minister was previously there in the last prime minister's party, but 2 years ago he got out of the party because of his opinion against the policies which were formed by the previous regime. Okay, by this majority, the that the presently elected prime minister can reverse many of the policies which was created by the previous prime minister, like the policies made in education and health and other things. But it is said that he cannot reverse the policies which was made in immigration. See, in Indian Parliament also there are certain vote levels for each and every cases. Say that for certain bills, more than 50 percentage of positive vote will be enough to pass the bill. But for certain other things, it will be needed to get at least two-third of the majority to pass the bill. In certain things, it will be like two-third of the presented voting, and overall also it should be more than 50 two-third. 50% of total, it will be like that. Like that, they can reverse the policies for the health and other things, but for immigration, they can't. Okay, and it is said that the previous prime minister of Hungary, Orban, he was endorsed by American President Donald Trump, so and Russia's President Vladimir Putin, and it is said that the previous prime minister of Hungary supported the present prime minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu, and even Hungary came out of the international court when the international court issued a warrant against Israeli prime minister for the war between the Israel and Palestine. Okay. Most significantly for the world tourists. Here they are in the second para. What they are saying is, in 2010s, people around the world were supporting the far right, but now people are getting away from that policies. Okay, that's what mentioned here. Thank you.